Hey, this is Kenny's Audio Record Reviews. Thank you very much for viewing my video. As always, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Please leave a comment in the comment section below if you have something to say about the albums presented in this video. In this video, I'm going to present two different sides of Miles Davis. Like, you know, the 1959 side of Miles Davis and the 1986 side of Miles Davis. You can choose which one you would love and enjoy the best. Also a vocal performance I think is worth checking out. So please leave your comments in the comments section below. But I'm going to start with this Miles Davis classic. And it is a classic. There's no doubt about it. A collaboration between Brother Miles and Gil Evans. Miles Davis. Porgy and Bess is the name of this classic album. There's a stereo version of the album. This is not an original pressing. This one has a, let's see if we can look at this. CBS logo on top. So I believe this is not an original pressing. But it is a Columbia 6i nonetheless. This classic album. It was a joy to listen to during this listening session. I have a favorite song on this album. You can leave your favorite song on this album in the comment section below. I'll get to that in a second. But man, these collaborations between Miles Davis and Gil Evans were classics. This is not my favorite collaboration between Miles Davis and Gil Evans. I like Sketches of Spain. As great as this album is, as classic as this album is, as well put together, as well performed as this album was, I like Sketches of Spain a little bit better than this because I like the theme and the direction and the movement and the vibe and groove of Sketches of Spain a little bit better. Although this album is sensational in every single way. I know my favorite song on this one, and I'll show you those who may not be familiar with this classic album. Hope you can see the song listing. I know a lot of Miles Davis fans love the iconic version of Summertime, and it's pretty cool, you know, the direction that Gil Evans provide with the band and the orchestra and the movement of that classic song. But the song on here that I love the most is one called Gone. It just has this immediacy to it, this impact, this punch, the movement, the direction, the vibe. That, my friends, listen to Gone on Miles Davis, Porgy and Bess. I just love the big band impact. And I believe there were two drummers on this album in various tracks. Philly Joe Jones may have been the drummer on that track. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, please leave a comment in the comment section below. But I just love the just a vibe of that sensational composition, Gone, on this fabulous performed album by Gil Evans and Miles Davis. This is big band jazz orchestral trumpet playing perfection to the nth degree. There's no doubt about that. So I had to just at least mention that in this video. Please leave your comments in the comment section below about this album. And perhaps even your favorite Miles Davis album. My favorite Miles Davis album is Bitches Brew. But this is a classic that cannot be denied. A work of jazz art, a work of art in terms of direction, in terms of play of Miles Davis. Miles Davis' trumpet was just so beautiful and pure and just very distinct and succinct in terms of his playing. It was just right on time, right on target. And that collaboration, that musical marriage between Miles Davis and Gil Evans is one of the better collaborations of all time. Miles Davis, Porgy and Bess, under the direction of Gil Evans. This is a stone cold 10. And like I said, my favorite song in here is Gone, but those of you who love that, like that classic cool groove of Summertime, I'm not going to argue with you because that is a Miles Davis classic as well. 10 in performance, probably a 9.5 in sound. What a sensation it is. I also have the digital version on a MoFi SACD. If I'm choosing between the SACD and the LP, I'm choosing the LP because the LP has a little bit more distinct musicality, more distinct purity of sound. The instruments are more on point, more realistic. Although the SACD does not sound bad by any stretch of the imagination, I'm just choosing that Columbia 6i stereo, even though it's not an original pressing, over the SACD. Like I said, SACD sounds fine for a digital representation, but you know, just that's a pure, clean purity of Miles Davis's trumpet. The drums, the orchestration is more like clean and pure on the LP version versus the SACD version. 10 in performance, 9.5 in sound. There's no doubt about that. And what a nice sound stage it was. It was full, you know, Miles Davis in the center. Can't ask for more. Now, I'm going to review this album. This is Miles Davis, and some of you may not like this one at all, but I thought I would present two distinct and different sides of Miles Davis's career in one video. So I thought I'd review Tutu. Now, this was issued in 1986 versus a 1959. I believe 1959 is when Porgy and Bess came out, but this is issued in 1986. It's called Tutu. This is a electronically infused venture by Miles Davis, featuring, I think, Marcus Miller had a lot to do with this Miles Davis album, Tutu, in 1986. And here's my opinion of this album. This album stands up on one song only, and it is a title track, Tutu. All the rest of the songs on this album, in my opinion, are okay. They're not standouts. They're not greats. Tutu, I think, in terms of a jazz fusion, jazz funk composition, is sensational. It really is. It's simply spectacular. Other than that, this Miles Davis album may not have a lot to offer Miles Davis's fans, in my opinion. But Tutu is worth the price of admission by itself, the song. The rest of them, matter of fact, the last song is called Fool Nelson. That reminds me of like an early 80s Herb Alpert song that he was doing like with Jimmy Jam and that crew. But this one, the sound, I would give probably a 9. The performance, and I'm going to be generous because I love Miles Davis. I give it a 7. I'm being generous with the 7. I just love Miles Davis so much. I can't give him anything below 7. But if you're familiar with this album, Tutu, please leave your comments in the comment section below. It's not one of my favorite Miles Davis albums other than the song Tutu. It just, the rest of the songs don't do much for me. There's almost not, the vibes are somewhat unlistenable as far as I'm concerned. But Tutu, I can listen to that song all day and all night long because that has a great, you know, direction and vibe to it, the song Tutu. Please leave your comments in the comment section below Tutu. Now, this one is a reissue album by an underrated jazz singer. Her name is June Christy. And the name of this album is Impromptu with this Lou Levy sextet. Now, again, this is a reissue version of the album. This reissue version of the album came out in 1981 on Discovery Records, I think it's called. Yeah, Discovery Records. But this was issued a couple of years before that, probably in 1979 on a different label. Now, on this particular album, June Christy surrounded herself with magnificent musicians like Lou Levy, piano and leader, Frank Rosolino, great Frank Rosolino, trombone, Jack Sheldon, trumpet, Bob Carter, sax and flute, Shelly Mann, drums, Bob Doherty, bass. I'll show you the song listing. Now, this was a thrift store find, and the previous owner circled some of the outstanding songs on this album. I disagree with them or her a little bit. And oh, by the way, it says on the back of this album, you can see that this album, it says here, Stereo Reviews Selection of Recordings of Special Merit, Best of the Month, May 1979. I have a comment about that. See if it meets my special merit. But the songs on here, check this one out on YouTube. And check out her performance on the song Once Upon a Summertime. Is quite good. And then you might want to listen to Willow Weep for Me. I listened to this entire album as part of this Miles Davis listening session. I was just in the mood to listen to June Christy. I have several of her late 50s, maybe early 60s albums. Original pressings, by the way. And she was an outstanding jazz singer, an underrated jazz singer in my opinion. But again, check out the song Once Upon a Summertime. That's one of my favorite songs. It's a Michel Legrand song. Check out Once Upon a Summertime and check out this album. Check out her singing style on this album. See if you're into her vibrant groove. Again, this was reissued on this Discovery label, but it was issued a few years before that. Now, it says here again, Stereo Review Selection of Recordings of Special Merit. Is it that special? One word answer is no. It does not stand out as a great, sorry for the lighting in the video, by the way. It doesn't stand out as a great recording, although it's quite good. I would give the sound an 8 and her performance an 8 too, but check out the song Once Upon a Summertime. It's a beautiful song, performed well by June Christy and crew on this great album. If you have any of those albums, please leave your comments in the comment section below. Please leave your comments on those two Miles Davis albums. If you're into that Tutu album, like I said, other than the song Tutu, I don't see what the hype is about the album. I simply don't. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. Thank you very much for viewing my video. God bless, strong love, and more important than music, let's keep the peace worldwide.